Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Dear students, yesterday we have seen examples up to 4 on page number 36. Today let us continue from page number 5. In this example you will find that 6 root 3x square plus 7x is equal to root 3. Now first what we do, we write the equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Plus c does not mean that the last term must be positive. Here c can be negative, minus root 3. What we mean here is that we are writing the equation so that left hand side becomes a polynomial in x of the second degree. We are writing in descending powers of x, first x square term, then x term, and then constant term, and right hand side is 0. Then the coefficient of x square is 6 root 3 and last term is minus root 3. So we have to multiply this 6 root 3 and minus root 3. So root 3 into root 3 becomes 3 and this is 6. 6 into 3 with minus sign, so minus 18. Now we want the factors of this minus 18 so that their sum is plus 7, middle term. So you are getting plus 9 and minus 2. If you add 9 and minus 2, you are getting 7. So here first term we are writing as it is 6 root 3x square. 7x is splitted, plus 9x and minus 2x. And last term is minus root 3 is equal to 0. Now we have to find a common factor in this and common factor in this. So here you will find that in the second part, here it starts with 2x, whereas here in the first part there is no, in the first part there is a radical sign, in the second part there is no radical sign. So we shall think from here. So here from 2x minus root 3, if we take, nothing is common, so you can start with 1, but it is minus here, so minus 1 if you take, you are getting 2x plus 3, because minus 1 into 2x is minus 2x and minus 1 into root 3 is minus root 3. And whatever we are getting here, 2x plus root 3, the same you should get here. So you can write here 2x plus root 3 in this bracket. Now let us see what should be written outside the bracket. So you are having 6 root 3. So 6 root 3 can be considered as 2 into 3 root 3. Out of which this 2 is written in the bracket. So 3 root 3 will remain here, and out of x square, x is written, so x will be written here. You may check 3 root 3x into 2x. So coefficients are 3 root 3 into 2, that is 6 root 3, and x into x is x square. 3 root 3x multiplies root 3. So root 3 into root 3 is 3, 3 3s are 9x. So it is balanced. Now we are getting common thing. So here we may cut this. Now you can find that you are getting 2x plus root 3 here also and 2x plus root 3 here also. That what is common in both the terms, so that we write once. And whatever is remaining, that is 3 root 3x and minus 1, this is written here, is equal to 0. Now, if the product of two terms is 0, either first term is 0 or second term is 0. So 2x plus root 3 is equal to 0, or 3 root 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now here, this is the constant term that we transpose to right hand side. So this becomes negative. So 2x is equal to minus root 3, or here 1 is the constant term with negative sign, it goes to right hand side as positive. So 3 root 3x is equal to 1. Now coefficient of x is 2. So if we divide both sides by 2, we are getting x is equal to minus root 3 upon 2. And here coefficient of x is 3 root 3. If we divide by 3 root 3, you are getting x is equal to 1 upon 3 root 3. And therefore minus 3 by 2, minus root 3 by 2 and not or. Here we write or, but while writing final answer, we write and. 1 upon 3 root 3. These are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Let us see how we are going to solve practice set 2.2. We shall solve in detail, but here I am giving you hint. Here x square minus 15x plus 54 is equal to 0. Now in the equations, when we write the equations in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we shall treat two types. One is last term is positive and another is last term is negative. Okay. Now here last term is positive. So you want factors of 54. So 54 you can have several factors. 54 can be 1 into 54, 2 into 27, 3 into 3 ones are 18. Then 4 is not dividing, 5 is not dividing, 6 into 9. So these are the possible factors of 54. And we want middle term minus 15x. So when the last term is positive, remember this, when the last term is positive, you want the factors of this having same sign of the middle. So if you consider minus 1 and minus 54, their sum will be minus 55. We want minus minus 15. So this is of no use. Now if you consider minus 2 and minus 27, this will become minus 29. So that is also not used. Then 18 and 3, 21. That is also of no use. And 6 and 9, that gives you 15. So if you are writing 6 as also negative, 9 also negative, you are getting 15 negative. So this is the useful pair. So here minus 15 is to be splitted as minus 9 and minus 6. So x square minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 equal to 0. And then pair them and take common. You can complete it. Now second sum, x square plus x minus 20 equal to 0. As I told you, the last term is negative. Now what happens? See, when last term is negative, one will be positive. We have to consider two factors, one positive and one negative. So 20 means 1 into 20 or 2 into 10. 3 is not dividing. 4 is 4 into 5. So these are the possible factors. And when last term is negative, you have to consider the difference. The difference of 20 and 1 is 19. So we want here 1. So this is of no use. The difference of 10 and 2 is 8. We want 1 here. So this is also not used. 4 and 5, the difference is 1. So this is useful. Now when the last term is negative, one of them should be positive, one of them should be negative. So here we want positive x, that is you want plus 1. So if 5 is given as plus sign and 4 is given as minus sign, then plus 5 and minus 4. If you multiply, you are getting minus 20 and plus 5 and minus 4. If they are added, you are getting plus 1, the middle term. So plus 5x and minus. So what you have to write? X square plus x minus 20 equal to 0. Therefore x square plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 equal to 0. And you have to pair them and take common. Now here, in the third example, the coefficient of quadratic term is 2 and last term is 13. So if you multiply 2 and 13, you are getting 26. Now you want factors of 26. So 1 into 26 or 2 into 13. These are the possible factors. You want the middle term to be 27 and last term is positive, means sum is 27. So 26 and 1, the sum is 27. So this is the suitable pair. 13 and 2 if you add, it becomes 15. Middle term is not 15. So this is not used. So you can write 2y square plus 27y plus 13 equal to 0. Therefore 2y square plus 26y plus y plus 13 equal to 0. This 27y is split as 26y and y. And then from this you have to see what is common. And from this you have to see what is common. Go ahead. Now here, next one. Phi m square is equal to phi m square is equal to 22m plus 15. We are writing all the terms on left hand side. So here this will become phi m square minus 22m minus 15 equal to 0. Now here coefficient of m square is phi and last term is 15. So those we have to multiply. Phi and 15 will get multiplied. That is 75. And you want factors of 75 whose algebraic sum is minus 22. Algebraic sum means sum along with the sign. So if last term is negative, since the last term is negative, you want one term positive and one negative. If you consider the factors of 75, you may get 1 into 75. 2 is not dividing. 3 into 3 to the 6 and 1, 25, 3 are 75. Then like that you can go on searching. Now we want last term, we want middle term minus 22. And here minus means difference. 75 and 1 difference is 74. So this is of no use. 25 and 3, the difference is 22. We want 22, but 22 we want negative. That means 25, the greater number should be negative and the smaller number should be positive. So here we are saying that phi m square minus 22m plus minus 15 equal to 0. So phi m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 equal to 0. That is how we can proceed. If you want, I will write it here. So after this step, we are writing, therefore, phi m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equal to 0. From this, see what is common, and from this, you see what is common. Go ahead. So we have done this also. The next is 2x square minus 2x plus half is equal to 0. You may first multiply throughout by 2 so that there is no fraction. So this can become 4x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. 4x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Now coefficient of x square is 4, last term is 1. So product is 4. The factors are, possible factors are 1 into 4 or 2 into 2. Since last term is positive, we want sum. 4 and 1 sum is 5. So that is of no use because we want minus 4. This is of no use. 2 and 2 sum is 4. And since we want minus, so both you, if you take minus 2 and minus 2, the sum will be minus 4, this sum. And product will be 2 into 2 is 4. That is what we want. Okay. So this you can attempt. Now last one, 6. In 6 you will find, again, x is in denominator. So what you can do, 6x minus 2 upon x is equal to 1. You may multiply by x throughout so that there is no denominator. So 6x into x is 6x square minus 2 upon x into x. If 2 upon x is multiplied by x, x cuts, so only 2 remains. So minus 2 is equal to 1 into x is x. Now we have to take all terms on the left hand side, right hand side should be 0. So 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. We are writing all terms on the left hand side where they are written in the descending orders of the variable. Here the order is 2, order is 1 and order is 0. Now the coefficient of x square is 6 and last term is minus 2. So product is product of 6 and minus 2 is minus 12. We want factors of minus 12 whose sum is minus 1. So if you consider 1 into 12, the difference is 11. So that will not help. If you consider 2 into 6, the difference is 4. Difference is 4. So that is also not used. If you consider 3 into 4, the difference is 1. This will help us. We want minus x. So bigger number should be minus and smaller number should be plus. So this can be written as 6x square. You write with therefore. Equation should always start with therefore. 6x square plus 3x minus 4x. You can write in any order. Minus 4x plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. And if you take this pair, you will take something common. In this pair, you will get something common and go ahead. So example number 6 is also over. Now let us go to example number 7. Root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. To solve this quadratic equation by factorization, complete the following activity. This type of sums are asked in board examination. So whether it is a given for practice or short example, you should understand and try to do in the examination. Now here, we first write it in the descending powers of f. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then the coefficient of x square is root 2. And last term is 5 root 2. We multiply. So root 2 into root 2 is 2. 5 into 2 is 10. We want factors of 10 whose sum is 7. So 5 to the 10. 5 plus 2 is 7. So we can split 7x as 5x and 2x. All other things will remain as it is. Root 2x square will remain root 2x square here. Then 7x. 7x is split as 5x plus 2x. And 5 root 2 is written as it is. Now here you will find that like before. Here you are having root 2x square and 5x. So x is common. X multiplied by root 2x gives you root 2x square and x multiplied by 5 gives you 5x. So x into bracket root 2x plus 5. Now here you may first write root 2x plus 5 and check whether you are written correct or not. Root 2 into root 2 is 2 into x is 2x, correct. So root 2 into 5 is 5 root 2. So this is correct. Now here root 2x plus 5 is common in both, that you have to write here. Root 2x plus 5. You have to write here. And uncommon thing is x and plus root 2. That will remain here, is equal to 0. Now when the product of two terms is 0, either the first term is 0 or second. So here you can take root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now this root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. First we transpose this constant term on the right hand side. Therefore we can say root 2x is equal to minus 5. And then we divide both sides by coefficient of x. And therefore x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. So here you can write as x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2, or this root 2 transpose to right hand side becomes minus root 2, x is equal to minus root 2, and therefore the roots are minus 5 upon root 2 and root 2 are the roots of the equation. This examples 8 is starred mark, so we shall see in detail afterwards. This is easy. You can see here, this can be written as 2m square minus 24 to the 48m, and this 50 transpose to left hand side becomes minus 50 is equal to 0. You can take divide by 2, so this can become m square minus 24m minus 25 is equal to 0. Coefficient of m square is 1, so 1 into minus 25 is minus 25, and factors of minus 25 can be considered. 25 ones are 25. Since we want minus 24, so bigger is minus and this is plus. Minus 25 and plus 1 gives you minus 24 when added, and when multiplied is minus 25. So that way you can try this. This 25m square is 9, so you can write therefore 25m square minus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore this is 5m whole square minus this is 3 whole square is equal to 0. This is a square minus b square. So you can write the factors as a plus b and a minus b equal to 0. This is 5m plus 3 equal to 0 or 5m minus 3 equal to 0. You can solve it very easy. This 7m square is equal to 21. This is also this type of example we have seen before in the previous page. This 10 and 12 are similar. 12 if you want, this is m square minus 11 can be considered as m square minus root 11 square is equal to 0. Square of m is m square, square of root 11 is 11. This is of the type a square minus b square equal to 0. So therefore m plus root 11 and m minus root 11 equal to 0. Factors of a square minus b square are a plus b and a minus b. Now the product of two terms is 0. So either first term is 0 or second term is 0. So m plus root 11 is equal to 0 or m minus root 11 is equal to 0. Now we want the value of m. So root 11 is to be transposed to right hand side. M is equal to minus root 11. And here this minus root 11 will go to right hand side as plus. So or m is equal to root 11. So roots are minus root 11 and plus root 11 are the roots. Now if we want to solve 11 sum, we are not solved that. 7m square is equal to 21m. We are writing all terms from left hand side. So 7m square minus 21m is equal to 0. Then we have to factorize. Here m is common. Rather 7 and m both are common. So 7m is taken out. Then 7 is already out. Out of m square m is written. So 1m remains. Then minus sign. To get 21, 7 is to be multiplied by 3. And m is already there. So this is equal to 0. And therefore 7m is equal to 0 or m minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore dividing by 7 you are getting m is equal to 0 or transposing minus 3 to right hand side we get m is equal to 3. Therefore the roots are 0 and 3. You can check also. If you put 0, left hand side becomes 7 into 0 square is 0 and right hand side 21 into 0 is 0. So 0 is correct. If you write 3, 3 square is 9. 9 sevens are 63. And if you write m is 3, 21 into 3 is also 63. Not 93, 63. So you can check the answers also if you have time. So that way we have completed this. We shall see all these sums in detail again. Okay.